Oh, it's better. Is it better? I don't know. What's up, Knicks Nation? How y'all doing, man? It is the weekend. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Having me some grapes. I hope you're safe and healthy. I hope your family's safe and healthy. And I hope the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders who are out here every day saving lives. Blessings also upon those that pick up garbage, keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children, victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are also victims of pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, sex slavery, prostitution, child prostitution, and double curse on the perverts, double curse on the profiteers, and double curses on those who are guilty of propagating this stuff. Finally, double blessings on the homeless, nearly 600, more than 600,000 men, women, and children, particularly after Helene and after Milton. More than 600,000 men, women, and children homeless in the United States of America and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. I am on location in Connecticut. I'm at my sister's house. I call her my sister. She's a Caucasian woman. I could never be married to her because I would end up getting in trouble, killing her probably. But she's my girl though. So I'm here in her little spot, and she got a spot over here on this lake out here in Connecticut, living large. And so I'm chilling at her spot while I'm here visiting my homie in Connecticut. We'll be watching the game at his house later on today. Watching the game at his crib. He got MSG Go or whatever, MSG whatever. I'll be watching the game at his crib. That's my boy Ron Lumpkin. And I was with him all day yesterday. And pray for him, man. He got ALS. And I've known Ron Lumpkin 35 years. That's my boy. So I'm going to his house today to watch the game at 6. And that's how we doing things today. That's how we rolling today. Welcome. We got in here Kubar Dobbins, John Pettit, DMF, my man Guilford McCormick, John Van Demo, my brother Malik Shabazz, Grand Rising, my man Organic Fanatic in the Fan Blessings, Freddie Dubusian, Johnny Davis, S Knicks fans, B. Y'all get real creative with these names. V Spec, Jabroni Z, my man Ron Cohen, Coach Hauser, my man, Conman, New York City, my man, watch him. Samuel Rios, T. Smith, Walter White, The Chemist, what's up? Svea Jorgensen, Tears, Jam Session, how y'all doing? Miss Nancy Stevenson, D Nice, how y'all doing? Hopefully you're enjoying your weekend. I mean, I'm up here on I don't want to say it's a sad occasion. My man is terminally ill, but we're trying to keep it hopeful. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to keep it real, trying to keep him on the uptick, right? So I'm going over there today. We're gonna watch the game together. Sergeant Daniels, what's up? Colin, what's up? And we're gonna be getting into it, man. We're gonna be getting into it. Javon Cherokee Indian, what's up, my brother? Knicks fan for life. Joe Curry, what's up, my man? Joe Curry, I got a new name for you, man. I got a new name for Joe Curry, y'all. And tell me what y'all think. Joe Curry, you tell me what you think, Joe Curry. Tell me what you think, Joe Curry. I got a name for Joe Curry. I got a new name for him. Yeah, I do. Joe Curry's new name is Trader. That's Joe Curry. Joe Curry's the trader. Because everything he talk about is a trade. Joe Curry's a trader. Everything he talk about is a trade. This brother got a trade for every day of the week. He got a trade for every pair of shoes LeBron got. He is the trader. He is the day trader. Let's call him the day trader. No. Let's call him the night trader. The night trader. Night Trader Joe. Everybody. Night Trader Joe. Night Trader Joe. There you go. Trader Joe. Trader Joe. That's him, man. Trader Joe. Trader Joe. That's him, baby. My man. Trader Joe. That's my boy right there, Trader Joe. All love, man, all love. So the Knicks getting ready to play the Minnesota Timberwolves in the preseason game. Now, y'all know the Gotham Trader. There go Cherokee. I like that, man. Gotham Trader. I like that, bro. I like that. Javoni. He wants to trade the Knicks City dancers for the Detroit Piston dancers. Trader Joe's is all good, Joe Curry. What you think? Ain't nobody trying to diss, brother. We trying to help you. We trying to elevate. We trying to edify. We trying to elevate and edify. We're not trying to diss Joe Curry. Trader Joe. Trader Joe, that's all. That's all. You know. Yeah. Catching you. Oh, this stuff here, man. Anyway, let's see here. All right. So we know that, well, first let's start again with an example of media BS. Our latest example of media BS. Knicks Nation, we should all, as Knicks Nation, we should all be experts. No, really. We should be experts in recognizing media BS. Right? We should be experts in recognizing it. Aside from those that really like the BS, when you got those, you know, they're really into it, right? They're really into the BS. We know that. Hey, do you, boo? Isn't that what we say? My man say, do you, boo? Do you? Is that what you're into? Go ahead. Me, myself, I don't like it. I don't like media BS, especially when it comes to my Knicks, because it causes people to believe falsehoods. And it makes implications. They like inject implications that causes people to make conclusions. Let's take a case in point in the most recent example. It apparently came out this week that Mitchell Robinson was not going to be available until January. Did y'all see that? Mitchell Robinson would not be available until January. Did y'all see that? Was that something y'all saw? Okay, right. But the way they did it, listen to how they put it out. First, they said he's not going to be available for the calendar year. Right? Yep, I know Sham said it, but this is how we're going to break this down. It's not what Sham said. It's how it was received. That's the BS part. Watch. One more time. So he said he's not going to be available for the calendar year. I had people come at me saying, Mitch is out for the year. Because that's what they heard. That's what they heard. I heard Mitch was out for the year. Is that what Sham said? That Mitch was out for the year? Is that what he actually said? I mean, really? Because it sounded to me that he's saying Mitch was going to be back in January. Y'all hear that? It sounded to me like he was saying Mitch is going to be out till January. Right? I mean, right? I mean, right? But I had people come at me. I heard Mitch was out for the year. I heard Mitch was out for the year. And he said he's going to be out for the rest of the calendar year. Number one. Number two, I think we heard before the cat trade. Tell me if I'm wrong, Knicks Nation. But I think we heard before the cat trade that Mitchell Robinson was going to be out until December or January, and they weren't sure. I think we heard that before the cap trade. It was the same shams. It was the same shams before the cat trade that said Mitchell Robinson is going to be out until December or January. They weren't sure. Ian Begley said the same thing. So what's the difference now? And then 2 weeks later, coming out with, he's out for the calendar year now. It makes it sound like it's a different report, but it's the same report. There's the BS. Whoever put this out, Shams said this before the cat trade. And so here they're putting it out again in a different format to make it sound like it's a different news report. So I got knuckleheads calling my channel talking about, I heard Mitch was out for the year. I heard Mitch was out for the year. That's what I call BS. You see how they did it? You see how they did it? They reframed it, put it out again. And I'm not saying Shams put it out again. They reframed it, whoever put it out again to make it sound new, create clicks on it, and then make it even imply that he's out for the whole season. When that wasn't the case, it was never the case. It was never the case. Y'all got me. So it's how it was put out. It's how it was framed. Okay, it's how it was framed. And it was created to get people clicking and then making assumptions. Then trying to down Mitch Robinson, down in the Knicks, talking about we got to make a trade. All of that came from he's out for the calendar year. All of that. That was already reported 2 weeks ago. Before the cat trade, it was already reported. You understand? So that's how they do it. They refurbish this. And listen, let me take it a step further, if I may. Let me take it a step further. Next summer, you're going to see ESPN, The Athletic. Of course, you're going to see Simmons and all these other knuckleheads, Brian Windbag. They're going to rehash the same rumors that you heard this summer, that we actually heard last summer, and that you probably heard the summer before that. Same rumors, just to create clicks. Now, that's what I call clickbait. It's not even necessarily the news itself. It's how it's packaged and sent out for consumption that cause people to make erroneous assumptions about the Knicks, about the management, about the player. Erroneous assumption. Okay? Erroneous assumption. It's what it creates. That's what we're talking about. Erroneous assumptions. And that's what I can't stand. And then somebody actually came and said, what's wrong with the Knicks? Why are they doing this? And I said, first, the Knicks ain't doing that. You heard and you assume the Knicks are doing something. The Don ain't said nothing. Ian ain't said nothing. Shams ain't said nothing. And then somebody said, well, it wasn't clickbait because it came true. No, that's BS. You could put out clickbait that comes true. You got lucky. Wait, y'all got me? You could put out clickbait that comes true. You could put out clickbait. It's like saying this week the number is going to be 313. And you put 313 out there and you hit it and everybody think you a genius. You ain't no damn genius. You guessed right. That's all. That's all. Listen, it don't take no analysis, intelligence, right? It doesn't take any basketball understanding. It doesn't take any thorough, intelligent analysis. It doesn't take any knowledge of the game to guess right. Is that correct or not? Am I lying to y'all yet, Knicks Nation? Am I lying to y'all yet? Did I lie to y'all yet? It didn't take anything. See, this is the thing, brother. This is the problem. I'm on my soapbox right now while I'm eating my grapes. So bear with me, Knicks Nation. Bear with me. We're going to get to the Knicks minute. Look. Hold on. Look. Me, myself, right? Raw Hebrew Remnant. What's up, Carlo? Raw Hebrew Remnant, right? I am not a journalist. I'm not a journalist. A journalist by trade is a person that writes a journal about something. They're journaling something. And a journalist traditionally is supposed to be reporting something that's factual. They do not report stuff that they think or that they want to inflammatorily put out. They report, like Ian Begley, that young man is a journalist. You understand? He's not putting out something that's going to create click. In fact, he'll correct clickbait. When somebody was saying, what should we read into the fact that Mitchell Robinson wasn't that camp? He said you shouldn't read anything into it. He said the theories are baseless. That's a journalist. Okay, that's a journalist. I, myself, am a Knicks fan. And I have a gift of analyzing. How do I know I have a gift at doing analysis? Because somebody's paying me pretty good money in a private company to do analysis. Very good money. So that makes me a professional analyst. They're paying me good money on the private sector to do analysis. So I guess I know a little bit about it. I've been doing it for a long time. So I have a little gift of analysis. So I'm not a journalist. I'm a Knicks fan that analyzes my team. You got me? And I try to make the analysis intelligent. So I try my best, right? So a year and a half ago, when I said it'd be smarter than Knicks to reach out to Cat and to reach out to Minnesota about Cat. This was April of 2023, May or April, right? Some of y'all know that was the receipts. And I said the reasons why they should reach out to Minnesota. And I listed the reasons why it made sense for the Knicks to reach out to Minnesota. I listed the reasons. Okay. Y'all got me? Y'all see what I'm saying? So that wasn't a journalist. That wasn't a guess. I had an analysis. I had intelligent reasons. And I said, this is why they should reach out to Cat. Later that summer, I said, this is why they should reach out to Toronto about OG. And they should include, if they were going to reach out, they should include RJ and IQ for these reasons. And I put them in a video in 2023. I also said that if there was an exception to the trades, that New York shouldn't make a lot of trades, but if there was an exception, it would be for one Mikal Bridges. And at the time, people was like, well, what's the big deal about Bridges? He ain't no superstar. And I said, you don't need to be a superstar. And this is why they should do it. And I made an analysis on that. Okay. Mr. Garrett. Can I say something, Mr. Garrett? Can I? I don't know. Did I ever mention another channel in comparison to my channel? Like some of y'all implied that because I said stuff was out that was clickbait, you assumed it was a certain channel I was talking about. And you know what they say? If the shoe fits, put that mess on. I wasn't implying any particular channel. I was saying if the shoe fits, put that mess on. Now, some people I will call out. People with big platforms that ain't got no knowledge, like Brian Winbag, Stephen A. Stupid, BSPN. I will call them out because you know what? They don't care about me, and I don't care about them. But y'all brought up CP. I don't give a goddamn about what CP does with his channel. It ain't got nothing to do with me. This is my channel. Some of y'all need to understand that. I don't give a damn. The hell I can want CD do? CP do. I don't like what went down between him and Jay Ellis, but I let that be known. But that ain't none of my business either. That's between him and Jay Ellis. I'm gonna do with me. Okay? So people go, CP said this. I don't give a goddamn what CP said. I don't care. I don't. Okay? So keep that with him. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? Ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? Y'all got me? So let's move on. So now, today, our boy, and I'm going to put it just like that. Today, our boy is coming back to the Garden. Today, our boy is making a preseason appearance at Madison Square Garden. And you know what? Y'all know I ain't got to tell y'all, but let me just say it because it's a factoid. Y'all know and I know. Tell me if I'm wrong now, Knicks Nation. Tell me if I'm wrong. Once a Knick, always a Knick. Correct? Am I right about that? Once a Knick. I'm sitting here at this lake here. Now, I can't a lot of light up in this one. Hold on a second. Once a Knick. That better? I don't even know if that's better. Once a Knick, always a Knick. Man, hold on. Hold on. So let me see if I can improve this, man. I don't even know. I think I just made it worse. But y'all gotta admit, that's a daggone good scene behind me, right? I'm on a daggone lake up in here, man. That's nice out there. It's nice sitting out there with some coffee in the morning, man. I ain't gonna front. It is nice out there. What was I saying? Oh, so once a Knick, always a Knick, right? Juju is coming back, and it is important too, because am I driving you crazy, Sam? Am I driving you crazy, Sam? Eating and talking? That annoys me too when somebody do that. But you know what I got to say to you, right? I don't give a damn. Anyway, look. And look, what was I saying? Juju is a Knick. He's in Minnesota now. He's wearing a Minnesota uniform. But we all want to see Juju. Where are my manners? What the hell? You my grandmother or something? You think? First, and some knucklehead came on my channel the other day talking about, you should let us express our opinion. Y'all know what I had to say to that fool. This ain't no damn democracy. What's wrong with y'all? This is Raw Hebrew channel. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn democracy. If I don't want to hear your opinion, you could get the hell out of here. And you know where you can stuff your opinion too. You know what I'm saying? Because I called somebody a knucklehead for coming out with that colic crap. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? For real. Get out of here with that. Go somewhere. Blow that out your behind, bro. It ain't happening here. Where's my manners? The hell? You gonna tell me to put my fork in the right place? How to sit it down? What you gonna tell me? How to wipe my behind next? Where's my manners? The hell's wrong with you, son? What's wrong with you? Gotta be crazy. Anyway, Juju's coming back to the Garden, and we're gonna give that brother the rousing return he's supposed to get. He came here as a turnover machine with talent, right? Juju came to the Knicks as a turnover machine with talent. And after Thibs got done with him, he became 2-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Star. That means that there were at least 3 years where he was one of the top 3 power forwards in the NBA by vote. And he was also one of the top 30 players in the NBA by vote of the own players and the own comrades, right? So look here. No, and that's like I'm gonna get some opinionated person gonna come say, well, he's not top 3. He's not top 3. Let me just ask you a question, before so we can straighten this out. If in any given year, right, a person is on an all-NBA team, right? That means, let's say, I think he was third team one year. I don't know if he was ever second team, but let's say he was third team. So in all-NBA, they pick 5 players: first team, second team, third team. Am I right about that? So in any given year, right, if a player gets picked as an all-NBA player, right, then that means that year he's top 15 in the NBA. Is that correct? Is that right or not? Did I get that correct? And if there's only 3 power forwards picked, one for the first team, one for the second team, one for the third team, that would mean if a player like Jullius Randle is one of those top 3 power forwards that given year, he's one of the top 3 power forwards in the entire NBA. Is that correct? So if I was to say that twice he was top 15 and top 3 in the NBA, he was. And if you're an all-star, the fans, tell me again, Knicks Nation, am I correct or not? But the fans vote for the starters, the Eastern Conference starters and the Western Conference starters. Unless they try some funny stuff like they've done a couple times. But generally speaking, the fans pick the starters. What's up, man, Corn? I hope you're all right from that hurricane. The fans pick the starters, and then the coaches, right? The coaches pick the rest of the roster. Is that correct too? Did I make that assumption correctly? So the fans will pick So basically, the top 10, 5 and 5 for the All-Star is a popularity. Literally, it's a popularity contest. Is that correct? Did I make that? Yes. Tell me, Knicks Nation. Did I say that right? It's a popularity contest. Top 10. So whoever's most popular to the fans is going to be a starter. Now, after that, it's not a popularity contest anymore. Now the coaches are going to pick who they think are the best players for the All-Star game. So at least on 3 occasions, Julius Randle did not win the popularity contest because New York Nation, and I'm not saying this to be down on New York Nation, but tell me again if I'm wrong, Knicks Nation does not vote in the All-Star. They just don't, right? I mean, they just don't. I think the most I've seen Knicks Nation vote for the All-Star was I can't even remember with Clyde because I can't go back to Clyde and Earl of Pearl, so I can't go back with that. But in my consciousness of understanding the vote, it was when Ewing was voted in, and then Carmelo was voted in. The rest of the time, the Knicks Nation really doesn't vote for their guys. The Knicks Nation doesn't really vote for their guys, in All-Star. So. But was Amari voted in? This is my PSA. That's what I'm saying. Was he chosen by the coaches? I think Amari was chosen by the coaches. I don't think he was voted in. Carmelo was voted in, and as far as I remember, Ewing was voted in. Okay, so and that's just a thing because I don't understand. I'm not going to try to analyze why it is, but it is. The Knicks Nation is not big on voting for their players they play in the All-Star game. But so to me, with respect to Julius Randle, that makes his stature a little greater because what that means is the coaches thought they wanted him. And in other words, you've been the guy in the street ball that gets picked, right? Somebody's picking the team, all right, you, and you get picked. And your team wins the street ball, you hold court. That means you must be all right, right? Because you got picked. The guy that doesn't get picked feels pretty bad because he didn't get picked. Right? Isn't that correct? So you get picked. Well, Juju at least 3 times got picked by the coaches as an all-star. To me, that means the coaches respect him to be one of the top 15 players in the conference. Because otherwise they wouldn't have picked him. So Julius Randle came to New York as a turnover machine with talent. That's what it was. He was a turnover machine with talent, right? And then when I do this, man, it looks better. When then homie became 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA. That's something else. See? Yeah, I expect Fletcher. I'm going to go with what you're saying, Fletcher. I'm going to take it by faith. Fletcher said we're going to have 3 All-Stars this year. Honestly, we should. I think you're right, Fletcher. We really should. Well, we know Brunson and we know Cat. But between OG and McCall, there should be another one. And let me tell you this. What y'all think? I think we should have at least 2 guys all defense. We should have 2 guys in the NBA all defense team. Okay? We should have 2 guys all NBA defense. It should be at least OG and McCall. They should both be all NBA defense, both of those guys. So we should have, can you imagine that? Can you imagine this now? Now, I don't think, even if you disagree with me, right? Let's say you in this room, you disagree with what I just said. You said, no, I don't think they're going to have 2 guys all NBA defense. No, they're not going to have 3 All-Stars. Okay, let's say you disagree with me. I think we can all agree, though, that it's not out of the realm of possibility, that it's not outlandishly crazy to think that. You hear what I'm saying? It's not outlandishly crazy to think that they can get 3 All-Stars and 2 All-NBA defenders. And listen to this, Knicks Nation. If I was to tell you 4 years ago, when Tom Thibodeau took over, well, now it's 5 years ago, when Tom Thibodeau took over head coach of the New York Knicks, that by the time you get to the 5th year, you would have 3 All-Stars, 2 All-NBA defenders, and you be a championship contender. You know how many guys I had coming at me talking about, I hope it happens in my lifetime. Some of y'all here, I hope it happens in my lifetime. I've been waiting for 50 years, and I hope it happens in my lifetime. Guess what? And I told y'all, be patient. We ain't got to make no rash moves. We got the Don on our team. And look what's happening. Look where we at. Look where we at. Y'all hear me? Look where we at. People been waiting a long time. Here we are. It's always a 5-year plan. What causes it to get messed up is people's impatience. Sometimes the impatience is on the part of the fans. Sometimes it's on the part of the management. Sometimes it's on the part of the coaches. There's an impatience that causes it to get messed up. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a LeBron combined with an Anthony Ambulance and you get a bubble and you can win the bubble, right? Or sometimes you get LeBron and D Wade in their primes with Chris Bosh and you could get that, right? But that's not how you build a long-term sustainable winner. But see, the Knicks did it. They did it. They did it. Okay? And so this year, to paraphrase my man Lord Finesse, which I love to do often, this year is the next year that y'all should have seen coming 5 years ago. This year is the next year that y'all should have seen coming 5 years ago. 5-year plan, man. 5-year plan. Here we are. 5-year plan coming to fruition. See? So, and honestly, yeah, that's right. That's right, Cherokee. Honestly, actually, before the cat trade, I still thought the Knicks could go all the way. I've been saying that before the cat trade, I still thought the Knicks could go all the way. I'm with Starks. Starks thought if they didn't get hurt, if they didn't have Juju go down, Mitch Rob go down, they could have won it last year. They had the talent to win it last year, but injuries derailed them. And that's what kills me, y'all. Y'all heard them. We need more depth on the bench. We ain't got enough bench depth. What's up, Brent Massive? Thanks for the 5 bones. Say, we ain't got enough bench depth. Our bench stunk last year. And the thing that kills me is that when people say that, it shows me they didn't really watch the team and they've been listening to people and they're like a parakeet, just repeating what they heard. The bench was starting last year. What most people don't understand. The bench was starting last year. I'm feeling good. Curry. I was actually inspired to see my man Ron yesterday. My man got ALS and he was so positive. I mean, it was inspiring just talking to him yesterday. I didn't even want to leave, man, but I can't. I told my girl I was coming back here and hang out with her, which I did last night. We had some Portuguese sangria last night. My man HP Carlos, we had some sangria last night. We started on that deck back there. We was chilling. Chilling. And she was giving me, how certain groups of people got all kind of privilege and just start thinking they know everything. So I had to tell her about herself a little bit. So she's my homegirl, so I could talk to her straight. And that's what I told her, you think usually you the yardstick of what's supposed to be. What you think you know everything all of a sudden? You know what I mean? But you know how they go. They got all the privilege. This girl built a both her and Ron Lumpkin. Just so happened, honestly. I don't know. I never thought about that. But both Ron Lumpkin and my girl here, Tracy, they both built multi-million-dollar businesses from nothing. Both of them. I mean, and I watched both of them do it from nothing. What makes this girl here, one of my home sisters right here, even though she's a Caucasian woman, what makes her one of my home sisters right here, there were times when I was hungry and she fed me. That's really what it was down. My wife and my children, I was trying to support them, start me a business. This was 25 years ago, and she would come by and buy me some food and drop it off and just leave. And I was hungry because I was making sure my kids was eating, and I wasn't, And so I would eat something junk, just to get something in my stomach. But she got me some food, and I will never forget that, And so, I'm blessed to have some friends like that, that people like that come across my life. So I'm here hanging out with her. And then hanging out with Ron, gonna watch the game. He got MSG over there, so we good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You got, so I'm blessed, really. Yeah. So that was it. That's why I'm here. I'm hanging out with her. Then I'm going over there, and her daughters. She got two daughters. They're like 117, 119, and they like when I hang out here. So I'm coming over there, hang out with them a little bit. Yeah, so it's all good. It's all good, man. But Juju deserves our respect, and he deserves a warm welcome from Knicks Nation today. Really does, man. And then now, did y'all hear what Thibs? Again, let me just not assume, but Thibs said something the other day that Ian Begley reported, and I ain't heard nobody's talk about it, but it's not unusual. Thibs will say stuff on the DL that's really telling us stuff. And a lot of information that over the years I have gotten and I talked about that actually came to pass came from Thibs, but he was doing it on the DL. He was doing it on DL. This is what he said this week. He said that he wanted to put Pacome Daddier in the rotation in the last game. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys see that? He said he wanted to put Pacome Daddier in the rotation last Wednesday. Did y'all hear that? Any of y'all? He said that. Ian Begley reported that. He said he wanted to put Pacome Daddier in the rotation last Wednesday. And why? Some people would say, what he's going to put, is Pacome Daddier going to take Deuce's minutes? Is Pacome Daddier going to take Shamit's minutes? Is he going to start Pacome Daddier? No. What he said was he wanted to see what he had. Organic Fanatic, you heard it, right? Jabroni Z, you heard it, right? He said, I wanted to see what I had. Wanted to see what we got. What does that mean? Well, when we understand how Thibs operates, we know Pacome Daddier is going to spend the year playing his minutes in G League. We know that. So what does he mean? Well, he wants to know where he is in his development and what's the starting base for Pacome Daddier. Y'all understand that? So he wants to see where he is. He's not planning on putting him in the rotation. He wants to see what he got, what he's working with. Because Thibs got a system. He's got a process. And so he wants to see the kid for what he's got. So he's going to put him in the rotation in a preseason game to see what he got. And guess what, Knicks Nation? He's doing that with all his rookies. Some of y'all ain't caught that memo. I've been trying to tell y'all. He just wants to see where they are and what they got. This is the thing. It's already a given. They're not playing. But he wants to see where they are so that when he goes and sends them down there to Dice, Yoshimoto, and the G League coaches, they know what they're working with, what they got to start with. Richard Williams, thanks for the $5. You the best. I'm going to the game tonight. Oh, you're going to the game. So I'm going to have some fun. Please do post some pics, Mr. Williams. Yes, please do that. That's going to be on. Yes. Mr. Williams, Matthew Thompson wants to know, are the tickets cheaper in preseason? I've never actually gone to a preseason game. Well, it's been a long time since I did. I can't remember. But is the tickets cheaper in preseason? Are you able to get better seats with the same money in I would assume they're cheaper, but then at Madison Square Garden, you never know. It is okay. So yes, to answer the question, Matthew Thompson, the tickets are a little cheaper in preseason. I also assume that who was it? It was there was a brother that was down there in Charlotte and went to the Charlotte game. I'm assuming those Charlotte tickets for the Knicks in preseason are going to be cheaper than regular season, tickets. I'm assuming. That's pretty good. $13. Dang, that's dirt cheap. That's dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. That's good, man. That's very good. Right. See, Jabroni Z. And so this is the thing. There are people that want to understand what's going on, and there are people that don't care. They're just going to put out their stuff regardless. They want to sound smart, and they want to put stuff out. And that is what it is, man. But me, myself, I want to understand the why. What's going on? Like, why is Thibs doing what he does? And after 3 years of watching it, Third Eye Butler said, yeah, I thought they would be. He said the Charlotte tickets are very affordable. I thought they would be because Charlotte, I'm not saying Charlotte's a nice city. They call it the Queen City. But for a basketball game in the preseason, I'm saying it's going to be, it's going to be reasonable, I think, right? Third Eye Butler, right? It's going to be very reasonable compared to a Knicks ticket. I don't even want to tell you. I think, how much did we pay? We went to Brooklyn last year and watched the Knicks against Brooklyn. I want to say I paid at least $300 for each ticket. Me and my cousin, like $350, something like that for each ticket. And we were not like, we were like 4 or 5 rows from the bench. I would say 5 rows from the bench, and it was like $350 or something like that. Some crazy money, man. Yeah, but yeah, just because Thibs plays some of these rooks in preseason doesn't mean he's thinking about putting them in the rotation. What he's doing is what is it? Somebody just said it. He's trying to see what he has and what he's got to work with. They're still rookies. He's not putting rookies in a position that he has to depend on them to win games. Not when he's trying to get this chip, y'all. That ain't, y'all got to come off of that, you know? So he's not doing it. And again, some of y'all are so sensitive. Oh, you don't like her, like him, you know, like my girl, like my wife, you don't like him. I don't even know him. How do I like him? Boy got game. I'm not saying he don't got game, but some of y'all jumping off bridges on that nutsack because you think he's supposed to be getting rotation minutes as a rookie on a championship team. Like, what's wrong with y'all? No. Yeah. Sims knows the system. And this is what I'm saying to y'all. Right now, I've been saying this. There's no competition with who's going to be in the rotation. I keep trying to tell you that. There's no competition in the Knicks with who's going to be in the rotation. There's no competition. You have to earn your spot with Thibs. And once you earn it, that's yours until you lose it. That's it. Some people get more leeway than others, like IQ did. And he didn't even start regularly, right? He didn't. He was coming off the bench. And then you had like a guy like a Evan Fournier. He didn't have to prove nothing. He was a vet. He came in and he was starting. But y'all see what happened with Evan Fournier, right? It took a year, and then Grimes took his place. That was it. And then Grimes kept getting hurt, and he was a little off, and then all of a sudden they got DiVincenzo, and here come DiVincenzo. So Thibs will give you that leeway until otherwise noted, you know. But ain't no rookie coming in and taking minutes from no vet. Come on, y'all. Yeah, this ain't Dwight Howard. That's right. Don't drop the soap, Dwight Howard. And then it's Raining Men. What's the other boy's name? It's Raining Men, Miles Turner. It's Raining Men. It's Raining Men, Miles Turner. And don't drop the soap on Dwight, baby. Don't drop it on Dwight. Because Dwight ain't having you dropping that soap in front of him, man. So you can't be having D. Howard up in this piece. We just can't do it. It ruined the whole morale and everything. Yeah, so anyway. But I am saying, and I've been saying, I'm going to say it again, Tyler Kolek is going to get a quicker opportunity than Deuce did. They're going to have the same path now. But I'm going to tell you right now, I think next year, Tyler Kolek's going to be pushing for rotation minutes. That's what I'm saying. Not now. Some of y'all get carried away. He's not going to get no rotation minutes. He ain't getting no minutes now. But the boy could push for some rotation. He's definitely going to be, I think Tyler Kolek is good enough to next year push for the ninth spot in the rotation. I really, and especially now, Cameron Payne is on a 1-year deal. Okay, Cameron Payne's on a 1-year deal. So that's perfect. So you got Tyler Kolek for 3 years and then a team option on the 4th year. So Tyler Kolek could come in next summer and push for rotation minutes. He really could. And I think he will. In that regard, he's a year sooner than Deuce. He's a year sooner than Deuce. And I'm giving him that because I think he's talented. He's got to learn how to stay in front of his man, though. Some of y'all got carried with that little block he did, acting like he's a defensive player. Y'all need to stop tripping. He needs to stay in front of his man, period. He cannot stand at the point of attack and let people go like he's playing Matador defense. That cannot happen. And I'm just going to say, hopefully, he can, get that caught up. Yeah, he's going to play with himself in the shower this year, Joe Curry. He's gonna play with himself in the shower after he finishes his G League game. Yep, he's gonna play with himself in the shower. That's what he's gonna play. He's gonna play with his dingaling. That's what he's playing. He ain't playing in no rotation. He's gonna play his dingaling. That's about it. And he's gonna do it after he, plays in the G League. You know what I'm saying? After he plays in the G League. He said he's gonna play this year. I said, sure, he's gonna play. He's gonna play with his dingaling in the G League after he finished playing. No, I can't get no Boston game, man. I would like this is. Let me just give you an idea. I am not rich. I just spend too much money on the Knicks. My wife kind of winks at it because she knows that I'm a Knicks fan, right? So I just but anyway, what was I gonna say? Some of y'all dropped me off my thing. Oh, Boston, right? So if I can get behind the bench, like close to behind the bench, either on an angle or directly behind the bench, like I'm gonna be in Minnesota. If I could do that, whatever I can get for $375, that's my maximum. And I'd rather not pay that. I'd rather pay, cheaper, but I pay up to that depending on the game. So if in Boston for $375, I can say get within 4 rows of the bench, I might do it. But I don't think I get that in Boston for $375. What do you think? I don't think so, right? You hear what I'm saying? I don't think I get 4 or 5 rows behind the Knick bench in Boston for $375. I don't think I do. I think that's going to cost me at least $500, maybe more, and that's over my budget. So, and then I'm limited as to how many games I can go to, like that. Okay. That's limited. So this year I got 2 games. I got tickets for me and my son behind Minnesota behind the Knick bench. And I got tickets to the DC game pretty close to the bench. And I got both of those sets of tickets for, I think the Minnesota tickets were $375, but the DC tickets were less. I want to say they were like $275, something like that. And I was able to get that. So that's my budget for the year. And I got my 2 games. Now, my man, Ron Lumpkin, he got an in at MSG. And he's telling me he might be able to get some Knicks tickets at MSG. And I told him, I said, check into that. So he's going to call his boy and see if he can get somebody that he knows that works with MSG and works one of them other venues. And so I want to see if he gets that, then I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I said, except if it's Friday night, you get me and I'm in, bro. You just tell me when you going, bro, and I'm there. He said, yeah, I'm going to tell you. He said, because my man got it in. He said, anytime I want tickets. So you know what, though? There are dudes that can get you tickets now. In the nosebleeds, right? I really don't want to go to watch even the Knicks in the nosebleeds. I'm not a nosebleed guy. I watch it on TV before I watch it in nosebleeds. That's just me. I'm just not into just being there because I can say I was there. I mean, some people do that. But me, if I'm there now, I need to be close to the action, baby. I need to be close to the action. Somewhere, at least 10 rows from the court. You know what I mean? Something like that. So whatever I could get, nosebleeds, that's a little tough to take, you know what I mean? So, but I'd rather watch it on TV if I'm going to be in the nosebleeds, man. But I'm not trying to diss anybody that does it. I'm just saying, for me, though, I got to be at least 10 rows from the floor, something where I can call somebody and they can hear me yelling. I can say, deuce time, and Thibs can hear me. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, stuff like that. Or I can see, that's one of them dumb behind refs make a dumbass call, and I can say that was G League, bro. You need to go. This ain't the G League. This is the league, and they can hear when I say it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's right, KNYT. That's what I'm saying. They can hear me when Tony Brothers can hear me say, Tony Brothers, go back to G League with your ball head, and he can get upset at me. I said, man, because that's G League call. This is the league, bro. And they get upset, but they can hear me because I'm about 10 rows away. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm up in the nosebleeds, that I'm just another noise, you mean? So that's what I'm saying. So, yeah. So tonight, though, Thibs is going to play some of these rooks. He's going to be his starters. I don't know how long he's going to play his starters. I think we can safely assume 20 minutes. What y'all think? I think we can safely assume 20 minutes. Yeah, exactly, Craig. I want to be able to talk that high pile horse manure, and I want them to hear it. But listen, y'all know who Tony Brothers is, right? Y'all know who Tony Brothers is, right? and there's another dude called something Donald. Them two dudes, I'm sorry, they're on the take or something, man. And I be telling them, y'all, if you know the Knicks and you watch Tony Brothers, you know he hates the Knicks. Every time they play some other team, they get all the calls against Tony Brothers, not the Knicks. Okay, so I'll be like, dude, how much they paying you? How much did the Turk paying you to set up my father? You know, like Don like Corleone, Michael Corleone. How much is the Turk paying you to set up my father? You know what I'm saying? Scott Foster. Yep, Scott Foster. He's bad too. Yep. But Tony Brothers, Scott Foster. Yeah. All them dudes, man. Yeah. Well, I'm always into Deuce, so I'll say, pull the Deuce card, Thibs. Quit playing with us. Boy, pull the Deuce card, man. And you know exactly what I'm saying. Pull the Deuce card. Tyler Ford, thank you, Fanatic. Yeah, we got him. You got him. So, is he playing KNYT? Because he was sick the other day. And that's why he didn't play. And I think, do y'all know KNYT? Since you got all kind of inside information, my brother, do you happen to know if Sims is playing today? Is his ankle back to where he could play? Did Sims practice yesterday? Because I saw the play. He hurt his ankle a minute into the game or something like that when he was in there. Heard he played 2 minutes, poor guy. I want to see Sims, get some. No, I know about Deuce. I'm wondering about Sims, though. Yeah, I wonder about Sims. Is Sims going to play? You don't think Juju going to play today, Organic? Not even 10 minutes. The reason I say that, Organic, is because I think they want him to get in the flow a little bit, and he is in the MSG. I think he should play 10 minutes. I mean, right? I'm not saying he should play 30 minutes, but I think 10. Right? I think 10 minutes. Is that what they say, KNYT? He won't play? Okay. He's not going to dress? He probably won't dress. Okay. Oh, man. Matthew Thompson is right. I'm going to be watching Westchester. I'm going to be excited about Westchester. I wasn't just excited about Westchester since when Deuce McBride was there. I'm excited about Westchester, man. I didn't get that excited last year. I mean, I like Jacob Toppin and everything, but I wasn't that excited about Westchester. It was the year Deuce was there when he was dropping 29 a game. 29 a game. Let me say it again. Deuce was dropping, what did I say? 29 a game. Deuce dropped 42 in the G League one night. 42. Okay, you want to compare Tyler Kolek to Deuce? I want to see him do that. Is that fair? What do y'all think? Should I expect him to at least drop a 40 piece if he's all that in the G League? I mean, Deuce drop 40 piece. Deuce drop a 40 piece in the D League. I mean, right? Drop a 40 piece, came to Philadelphia where the Knicks were playing Philadelphia and didn't play. Drop a 40 piece. So all I'm saying, hey, listen, if he's all that, should we expect? Oh, right. He's the big assist guy, right? So, okay. So we should at least 18, 16 assists, right? That's all I'm saying. Before y'all start anointing his brothers, then some people compared him to John Stockton. I found that offensive. I mean, John Stockton's a Hall of Fame point guard. How are you going to compare a second-round rookie to a Hall of Fame point guard? Some people, I think he's Steve Nash. Oh, 2-time MVP Steve Nash? I mean, come on, really? Come on, man. And then, well, he's just like Brunson. See, some of y'all, it's that smoke, man. Like, okay, I'm for legalizing weed. I'm for legalizing it. But you gotta kind of handle it a little better. You can't be letting the weed mess your head up like that. When you start talking that kind of mess, you kind of like bugged out, man. That weed they laced that weed with something. Or you messing with that Wild Irish Rose, man. You can't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Life is too short to drink cheap wine, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get some nice stuff, man. Get some nice quality Portuguese stuff. Like my man from Portugal. Get some nice quality Portuguese stuff. Do that. Don't mess with that cheap stuff, man. Get your head all messed up. You start comparing the second round rookie to Jalen Brunson, or comparing him to a 2-time MVP or the leading assist man in the history of the NBA. You can't do that. That's disrespect. Yeah, man, they smoking blunts with some stuff in it. They smoking blunts that got it must got that, what's that stuff? Angel dust in it or something. It must got some angel dust in that blunt for them to be talking like that. You shouldn't do that. Don't disrespect people like that. Y'all know what I'm saying? Anyway, hey, listen. Let me ask you all a question. Right? Yeah, it's laced with fentanyl, Coach. How's it messing with that fentanyl? That stuff will kill you. Don't do it. Now, let me ask you all a question, man. Hey, KNYT, my man. You said Deuce playing today, right? I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to take your word as gospel on that one. I'm going to take your word for it. So if Deuce is playing today, y'all think he's going to you think he's going to drop 20 today? Y'all think Deuce is going to drop 20 today? What y'all think? Y'all think he's going to drop 20 today? You think Deuce going to get 20? What you think? Deuce going to get 20 piece today? You think he is? I don't know. I'm going to keep my expectations low. I'm going to say he's going to drop 20. I'm going to put it that way. I'm going to say he's going to drop 20 today. Deuce. That's all I'm going to say. He's going to drop 20. Now, the other day, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice. I said, Shamet played good. He just didn't shoot the ball well. The other night. He played good. He just didn't shoot the ball well. And somebody called me a fool, saying he did shoot the ball well. And then I said, from what I looked at, he was 2 of 10 on the night. If you think that shooting the ball well, you're an idiot. Was I right on that, y'all? I mean, he played good. He moved without the ball. And Shamet was getting good shots, but he just wasn't hitting them. He was 2 of 10. Right? And I told the dude, I said, if you think he shot the ball well and he shoots 2 of 10, you're an idiot, because 2 of 10 ain't shooting the ball well. I'm not saying he's not capable of shooting the ball well. We know he is. But that game, he didn't shoot the ball well. Right? So I'm thinking, well, this is the thing about Landry Shamet that I think most of us agree. There are such a thing in the league as a pro-level shooter. And when I say that, I'm not saying that when I say pro-level shooter, they play in the league. No, I'm not talking about that. They're pros. But there's a guy whose specialty is the jump shot. Like, he may not do anything else well, but when he comes in the game and shoots, he's going to drop most of them jump shots. Okay? Like Duncan Robinson, right? Can we agree Duncan Robinson is a pro-level shooter? Like, he's a hired gun. Like, he's going to come in and score that jump shot. You let him take too many of them, he's going to drop you. You know what I mean? That's Landry Shamet. He's a pro-level gunslinger, man. He is the gunslinger from the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like, he's going to draw that shot. He's going to get you. Like Steve Novak. Right. Thank you. Steve Novak, pro-level gunslinger. He's going to come in and drop that discount double check on you. And so that's Landry Shamet. So he may have a bad game, once in a while. He may shoot a 2 for 10, but we'll live with that. That's why I was trying to actually express. We'll live with his 2 for 10 because we know eventually he's going to be 6 of 10, 7 of 10. He's going to hit 4 or 5 3-pointers. I mean, am I crazy to think that Landry Shamet is capable of knocking down 5 3-pointers in a game? Am I crazy? I think he is. I don't think that's absurd, right? That's not absurd. Landry Shamet is capable of knocking down 5 threes in a game. I don't think that's crazy. I think he could do that. I think he can do that. Now, listen, we're talking about the league. This ain't college. This ain't high school. This the league. So you're talking about a guy could come into the league and drop 5 3-pointers. Let me put it to you this way. Jimmy Fredette couldn't do that. Jimmy Fredette couldn't do that. Jimmy Fredette came out of college, shooting, but he couldn't come into the league and do that. It takes a special talent to be able to do that. And we have a guy in Landry Shamet that is capable of shooting 5 threes in a game. And I'm not talking about having to take 15 of them to get 5. He might be 5 of 7 or 5 of 8 from the 3-point line. Yeah, I know they all over Corey Kisper's nutsack. First of all, the thing I don't like about that, I did see that report, K New York. I did. And you know what I didn't like about it? Let me ask you, K New York, you're very knowledgeable. I respect you. I mean, you're not a knucklehead. If I ever called you a knucklehead, I take it back, because I think you're smart. I think you're a smart guy. I think you're a smart basketball mind, K New York. And I'm not just saying that to blow smoke up your a-hole. You know I'm not doing that. I'm raw Hebrew. I'm gonna tell you how it is. But look, K New York, right? If you were rebuilding the Washington Wizards, wouldn't you keep a guy like Corey Kispert? Wouldn't you be looking to trade Kuzma? Wouldn't you be looking to trade guys like Kuzma or Brogdon? Wouldn't you want to build around Corey Kispert as your youth piece coming for? I mean, right? When they started mentioning watch Corey Kispert because his team sucks, I was like, I would say watch Kuzma, because Kuzma is a piece you can get more young pieces with, right? I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I would look for Jordan Poole to be traded, but not Corey Kispert. I was like, I would keep Corey Kispert if I could. So if they do trade Corey Kispert, I would be, first of all, disappointed in their management team, and I would be looking. It would cause me to lose respect for the Washington management. Yeah, they drafted Corey Kispert out of he come out of Gonzaga. Corey Kispert come out of Gonzaga. He would come out of Gonzaga with Chet Holmgren, with what Jaden what's the boy name from he's in Orlando. I forgot his last name, but he the point guard there. He was they was all at Gonzaga together. And yeah, Corey Suggs, right? Jalen Suggs. So they was all at Gonzaga together, and Kispert was a dead good shooter. At he could shoot the rock, and he still could shoot the rock. So if I was Washington, I'd look to clean house and start with a youth movement, and then that's how you build. Look at Detroit. Detroit's suffering, right? But I think Detroit might win 40 games this year. I really do. I think they're capable of winning 40 games this year because Cade is the real deal. Many people are looking at Jaden Ivey, and I hear that, but I think the other kid from Houston is better than Jaden Ivey. The other boy from Houston, what's that boy's name? They got him coming off the bench. I think he's better than Jaden Ivey. He's not as fast as Jaden Ivey, but he's a better basketball player. The guy that they got no, not Thompson. Oh God, he come out of University of Houston, just like our boy Q-Dog. He came out of University of Houston. I forgot his name. Sasser, thank you. Marcus Sasser. I like his game. I mean, what do you think, K-Knight? I like Marcus Sasser's game, man. I think Marcus Sasser could ball. I think that's a baller right there. I can understand him sitting behind some of those vets. That's why I think they're going to make that next leap, because they got Cunningham. They got Sasser. We know they got Jalen Duren. That's their core pieces. Oh, Sasser could ball. I love Sasser's game, man. Sasser could ball. And now they got Thompson. Now, I heard the Thompson boys having some health issues. I don't know what it is. I heard the Thompson boy having some health issues, but I know everybody's focused on Jaden Ivey because that speed that he has is John Wall-like speed. It really is. I ain't going to front. But as far as the rest of his game, I'm not sold on the rest of his game. I'm not saying he's not going to be good eventually, but I like, to me, Marcus Sasser is NBA ready, more NBA ready right now than Jaden Ivey right now. Yeah, Beef Stew, Jalen Duren, Sasser, Cunningham, and of course Ivey. They got a nice crew of young dudes, and now they went and got Tobias Harris in there. Yeah, they went. Yeah, I'm sitting here in Connecticut, Russell Reed, at my girl. I can't say my girl, but she's my girl, like she's my friend. You know, she's my friend. God forbid I would ever have anything more than that. But no, she's my friend. She's a really good friend of mine. Love her to death. But if I was married to her, I'd be in jail. You'd have me in an orange suit. I'd be done kill that woman. Not me. But I love her to death. She's my girl. She's my friend. She was there for me when I needed help. Me and my wife appreciate her. It's one of the few women my wife ain't worrying about me going to her house. Put it that way. I'm on the lake house for real. On the lake house. You know, we chilling out here. This morning I had some coffee out there. Yesterday I had some coffee out there. Last night we were drinking that sangria out there, you know, and I was telling her about herself. You know, I won't tell you what I told her, but, you know, I was breaking it real. I was being raw. She, you know, I was coming raw with her. And she's like, no, that's not true. I said, yeah, it is. Look at you. You by yourself. Yeah, you a white woman by yourself. Why do you think you by yourself? You by yourself. Anyway. Oh, yeah, she's been married. She makes so much money, she had to pay the ex-husband alimony. She had to pay him alimony. That's how she rolled. Like, she bought this lake house, and, you know, after she done paying him alimony, paying him child support, and she had the kids here with her. Yeah, homegirl, she was doing business, multi-million-dollar business the girl built. She a hard-charging girl. She ain't married to nobody. She told me she's looking for a certain thing. She don't want to be married. I said, what you looking for, you got to pay for. Ain't no young dude. She want a young dude to come. Anyway, I said, you girl, you too old, man. Man, please. I said, you better get real. You're gonna be by yourself. And then you're gonna tell you think you privileged and everything, you're gonna be by yourself. And she said, nah, man. I was like, yeah, whatever, girlfriend, whatever. We'll see what happens. I can't tell you that, but put it this way. She passed the age that brothers be looking at. She said, I want somebody. She told me, I want somebody my age. I said, dudes your age be looking for your secretary. She 31. People looking at her. Puerto Rico, 31, single. I said, that's what dudes your age looking for. They ain't looking for you. You're going to be real. Anyway, yeah. My girl, though. Love her to death, man. Really. My girl, man. But, if you ain't got a friend you could be real with, then what you got? You know what I mean? If you got a friend you could be real with, what you got? She could be real with me, too. Tell me. She said, you was on the balls of your ass. I said, yeah, I was. That's right. She said, but you did come back. I said, yeah, I did come back. I did. I told you. I do my thing, And yeah, I was out there. She helped me out. But I told her, I said, you a modern boss woman and everything? Oh, you think dude want that? They don't give a damn about that. She said, well, I got a nice house. I said, yup. And some young dude will come in here and do you nice, and you paying. It ain't like they ain't paying for nothing now. I'm trying to tell you. Girlfriend. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, no chill. I'll say. Got off topic, no chill. I appreciate that. No chill. I appreciate that. No chill zone. Appreciate it. For real. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you doing me a solid right there. Doing me a solid. Anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't be trading Corey Kispert if I'm Washington. So I don't understand why that rumor came out. If Washington was to trade him, I would think it was a very bad move. Unless he's actually expressing the desire to leave DC. I don't know why. That's her secretary. Yeah, her secretary is about equal 31. Yeah. So I don't understand why they would put that out there. I don't understand unless Kispert's people are saying, get me out of Washington, But yeah. But see, that's when you look at the Washington Wizards and you look at the New York Knicks, do you understand the difference in how they have developed their teams? Do you see that? Look at what Washington has done. And look what the Knicks have done. Now, isn't it Washington got they got the boy Sarr, right? Sarr. Like he was a lottery guy, right? They drafted a guy named Sarr. He's pretty daggone good. He's a rookie now, but he's pretty good, right, y'all? KNYT, you know what I'm talking about, right? There was this boy named Sarr they drafted. He's pretty damn good. I ain't gonna front. He's pretty good, but he's a rookie, right? So I would start with him, Kispert, one of them young boys they got, when young bigs, and you start to build from there. That's right, Coach Hauser. And most people don't even understand what you just said, Coach Hauser. The Don is playing chess, and that's when we started turning around. Apparently, Washington is still on the checker game. That's what we used to be. We used to be on the checker game. Some of y'all still on the checker game. The Don is 3 steps ahead. 3 steps ahead. So let me just say this again. I say it too much. I know. I agree. But when the Knicks make a move, you cannot think of the move as an immediate dividend. You must think of the move long term. What is the move 2 or 3 years from now? What is that? What did the move he made with Cat do for us 2 or 3 years from now? That's how you got to think of that. So when you look at Cat, you know that Cat is going to be 49 million this year, 51 million next year, 53 million, and then 61 million. So what is that? Let me explain something to you. Do you all understand that the salary cap is going up? So it's like a guy like Randle that's getting 100 million, or even JB that's getting 156 after he finished this year. That is going to be completely dirt cheap. That's going to be like signing a guy to 80 million now. You see what I'm saying? In 2 or 3 years, $150 million contract is like giving the guy 80 or 90 now. It's still a lot of money, but it ain't it ain't breaking the bank, right? I mean, you hear what I'm saying? So now a guy that's a top-notch guy, you're looking at your Jaylen Browns. How much did Jaylen Brown sign for? Was it 300 million or 400 million? I can't remember. But there's a lot of freaking money. That's what you're talking about. So in a couple of years, when Cat is now, who's now what, 27 or 28? When Cat is 30 or 31, he's going to be just like Randle is now in terms of the Knicks. They might trade him. But for the next 4 years, they ain't got to worry about him. He's done. He's set. He's in the salary cap. The cap is rising. It's not going to kill them. That's right. So you see what I'm saying? So they did the right thing. They went long term with him. They don't have to worry about dealing with Juju, who's going to be 30 and looking for more than 181 million. Because otherwise he would sign it. They may not even want to sign him to that. But they ain't got to worry about that now. That's Minnesota's problem. You hear me? That's Minnesota's problem. That's not Juju. That's not our problem. We are long-term with Cat. So when you think of these moves, you have to think, what does this move do for the New York Knicks 2 years from now? Because that is how the Don is thinking. That's how the Don thinks. See, he's looking, not now. Chess means you make a move, but the move is for you to continue. I think my girl's coming in because they bark. The move is for 2 years from now. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So they got it may look a little tough now, but that 212 million, Sparky, you know, single people love to have their hounds around. She's no different. You know, the hounds are good. They keep you company. You know what I'm saying? The hounds keep you company when you're single. I understand that. There she is. I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Damn dogs making all kind of noise. I knew it was you. Are you done? No, I'm not done. I'm still here with my fans. We doing business. All right, I'm going to freshen up. You going to freshen up before we go out? Yes, look what I did. See? I was going to check on those screens. You ain't got to check. I got it done. They're still up. Yeah. Still say hi to my fans. This is my friend Tracy. Oh. Come over here and say hi. This is my friend Tracy right here. This is the businesswoman. This is her right here. I can't say hello. This is a businesswoman. She tell you what to do. You don't tell her what to do. She tell you. She tell you.
Todd too.
She tell you what to do.
I've only known him how long? 25.
Yeah, years? 25 years, something that's like that. Yeah.
Good luck. Go Knicks.
That's right. Talk to him. That's it. Talk to him. That's it. Thank you, Art Man, my man. $10. Thank you. Afternoon, world peace and blessings. Who's going to be the move? Not Valanciunas. Sending contract. Yeah, but that makes sense financially. Ant-Man is making sense financially. But my problem is, Ant-Man, where is he going to play? And let me ask y'all, honestly, Ant-Man, since you brought it up, I'm going to ask you, Knick Nation. Let me ask you, what's the better long-term move? Kuzma or Precious Achiuwa? What's the better, if you're making a move today for 2 years from now, and you're the Don, are you getting Achiuwa or you getting Kuzma? What you getting? What y'all think? What's the long term? What's the better if you had to choose one, nostalgic Nick? Come on, give me one. Come on, don't. So if you had to choose one as a long-term investment in your team, who you get? I'm getting Precious. I'm getting Precious. Because what? I think we can agree, right? Precious balls out this year. He's going to get what? Mid-level exception money next year. We're talking about $12 million. And we probably talking about a 4-year, $48 million deal for Precious Achiuwa. That's assuming he balls out this year. And not only that, wait a minute. Y'all seen Precious already, right? Let me ask y'all a question. Does it look as if he worked on his jumper a little bit? Does it work? I mean, I'm not saying he's Stephen Kerr. I'm saying, does it look like Precious worked on his jumper a little bit? That's all I'm saying to you. Did it look like he worked on that three-pointer this summer a little bit? Now, you know and I know Precious Achiuwa can guard at least, and again, let me be conservative. He can guard at least 3 positions on the court. He can guard the 3, the 4, and the 5. We know he could do that. I think he can guard all 5. I think Precious could guard all 5 players on the court. So you get Precious that can guard all 5. He can score inside. You got him on a $6 million deal, and you're going to have his bird rights next year. And then you're going to only have to pay him the mid-level exception. And now let me be conservative. He's going to hit at least 33%, maybe 34% from the three-point line. To me, is no contest. So I'm not even, in spite of what Ant-Man said, even though that makes sense financially, I won't go for Kuzma. For what? I got Precious. I ain't need Kuzma. I know. Why spend that money? You hear what I'm saying? Why spend that money? We got Precious. Okay? I think we're good. And Precious is upside on a team that's ready for the chip, which is I mean, that's a good situation. You got a guy that still got upside. Precious Achiuwa, again, I know there's some Achiuwa haters out here. And so I know that's going to be, every crowd. But to me, I always liked Precious Achiuwa's game. I liked his game at Memphis. And when he got drafted by Miami, I said, dang, rich get richer. Miami got him. But now the Knicks got him. And I still think he's Charles Oakley 2.0. He's Charles Oakley 2.0. And I love his upside. I love his upside, man. I love his upside. Okay, I like him. I like him. Yeah, I like him. I like his upside. So I'm not worried about Kuz because we got Precious. That's all I'm saying. Okay. No, that's all I'm saying. Listen, nostalgic Nick, that's your opinion. I respect that. I can't expect you to like every team, every guy I like. I can't expect you to like what I like, even though I wouldn't consider that the most intelligent move. I'm just playing there. I'm just playing nostalgic. I hear you though. No, but to me, I think Precious could ball. I like his game. I think he's got upside, and I like what he's going to bring to the table in the next 2-3 years, plus this season. So, and he's only 25. I think he's 25. I think he just turned 25. I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure I got it right. I think he just turned 25. Precious Achiuwa. So you got a guy that's just turning 25. You got him on a $6 million deal. That's right. He's 25 years old. You got him on a $6 million deal. 6'8", 240 pounds of fury, and you got him $6 million, and you won't have to pay more than the mid-level exception for him next year. Man, I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him. Just like the same rationale, people keep bringing up Deuce's name in trade talk, which is pretty stupid to me. You got a guy that's worth twice what he's getting paid. And I'm not even lying. Deuce McBride is getting $4.7 million this year. He's on a $13 million deal. And I'm going to tell you, he's worth twice that. He's worth $26 million over 3 years, not 13. He's worth $10 million a year, not 4.7. And somebody thinks they're actually going to trade that. It's in your rotation. Yeah. Yeah. The Art Man says, thanks again for the $5, my brother. I like Precious too, but Leon signed into a $6 million down for a reason. Because if you add his contract with anybody else, that makes money work on trades. No. Listen, part of playing chess is having multiple options. Do you agree, Art Man? The Art Man formerly Nick? Part of playing chess is to have multiple options. You don't lock yourself into one option unless you're getting a cat, which is you got that, and we understand why he did that. But you always have multiple options. You do not keep yourself. So that doesn't mean he's 100% going to trade Precious. What it means is he has an option, so he can look at a trade if something makes sense, or he can keep him if that makes sense. See? So it's not the reason he did that. In other words, what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to argue with you, Art Man, but what I'm saying is flexibility was the way. And it's still going to be. Flexibility is the Don's way. So he's going to always look to maintain flexibility. Regardless of what he ends up doing, he's going to maintain flexibility, right? So that's it. And that's the thing, Lugo. I think Deuce would be the best chip if you wanted to trade him. I don't think he's going to trade Deuce. Deuce is staying in New York. I mean, and the reason I say that is because can y'all think of anything out there that you'd trade $4.7 million for? The Knicks cannot go over the second apron, so they got to at least send out more than they get back. What would you take that's better than Deuce McBride for $4.7 million that can do what he does, that could play at least guard the whole perimeter defensively, knock down threes at 40%, knock down free throws at 80%? What would you get for him? That's what I'm wondering. What do you get for him? What are you getting back that's worth that? That's all I'm saying. It's like I could see if you was to tell me I'm going to trade Karl Anthony Towns for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now that's questionable, but you can understand that, right? I'm going to trade Karl Anthony Towns for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay, Walker. Yes. Yeah. All right. See what I'm saying? So, Joe Curry That's Trader Joe right there. That's Trader Joe. That's Trader Joe. Gotham Trader Joe. Isn't that what we said? That's Trader Joe Curry. That's Trader Joe. So whatever comes out of Joe Curry's mouth in terms of trade, should we really be surprised? I'm really not going to be surprised at that. Scarp Don, you're saying to me that Walker Kessler is a defensive monster. Walker Kessler, a defensive monster. Okay, let's assume he has. You said he is. You didn't even say he might become. You didn't say he has potential to be. You said he is. I mean, if he was a defensive monster, wouldn't he be? Oh, Scarp Don. Oh, well, hey, I'm not going to argue with you there. Mitch Rob is a defensive monster. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Scarp Don. I misunderstood you. My faux pas. I apologize. Joe, yeah. Well, I mean, Mitch Rob is kin. Mitch Rob is fam. Mitch Rob wears orange and blue. And Mitch Rob is the best offensive rebounder on planet Earth. And Mitch Rob's a rim protector. Oh, yeah. Mitch Rob's my boy. So he's fam. Oh, my apology, Scarp Don, 1,000 times over. Yes. Thank you for that clarification. Yes, thank you for that clarification. I greatly appreciate that. Even Miss Edwards agrees. Yes. Yes, he's always getting hurt. He is injury prone, but he's fam. You see, when you got fam, like my cousin, I could tell my cousin he a bald-headed fool. But if somebody that ain't fam try to tell my cousin he a bald-headed fool, he gonna have all of us over there. That's the problem. My wife's a Boricua. She got a big Boricua family in New York, And if they argue with each other, they call each other gossip or whatever, that's them between themselves. But don't you come out calling one of them names, because then you're going to have Julio and Julio and Gonzalez and all of them up your behind, with them, they got all the toasters, you know what I mean? You don't want to mess with them. So Mitch Rob is fam. He's fam. Hurt or not, I don't care how many times he gets hurt. Fam. That's fam. That's fam right there. That's fam. Right. Juan, Julio, Julio, Gonzalez, Velasquez, they're going to be up on your behind. You can't be talking about the fam like that. And you're not in the fam. That's the way it is. So that's it. So Mitch Rob is fam, man. So yes, he gets hurt a lot. I understand that. But we ain't trading Mitch Rob. That's fam. It's like, we ain't trading Mitch Rob. Yeah, Jay Sniper, what's up? What's up, man? And he's also, D.O. is right. He's on a declining contract. Like, he's going to get $14 million this year, right? And 12 next year. He's on a declining deal, Mitch Rob. A declining deal. Ooh, Lord, that's something else, isn't it? I know. Y'all found out that they offered him up on draft night. But let me ask a serious question, y'all. Much as I hate the deal, if you were trading for Karl Anthony Towns, you're telling me you would have Mitch Rob off the table? I mean, I love Mitch Rob. So if you're telling me before this deal went down, Karl Anthony Towns is coming to New York. Karl Anthony Towns, 4-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA. Karl Anthony Towns, best shooting big in the entire league. He's coming to New York, and you got to give up Mitchell Robinson. You telling me you're not doing that deal? And just because you would do that deal for one Karl Anthony Towns, does that mean you're going to offer Mitchell Rob for just any bum on the street? No, wait. That means you're going to offer Mitchell Rob for any bum on the street? Seriously? Y'all get carried away. Somebody gets mentioned in a trade, and all of a sudden you're off to the race. You're caught the vapors, and you off to the races, man. Come on, no. Not every trade is the same. I don't know nobody else out. And like somebody said it, a lot of y'all said it. The trade would have never happened, Mitch Rob or Karl Anthony Towns, if Hartenstein stayed in New York. Am I lying to y'all? If Hartenstein signed with the Knicks, we wouldn't even be discussing this. We wouldn't. If Hartenstein was with the Knicks, they'd be just waiting for Mitch Rob to come back. Hartenstein starts, Precious comes behind him. That would be it. That'd be it. This all started when Hartenstein went to Oklahoma City. I'm not blaming Hartenstein. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to down Hartenstein. Go get your money, young man. Go get your money, bright skin. Go do what you do. I got it. But I'm trying to tell you, none of this would have happened. And then if Mitchell Rob was ready to start the season, we wouldn't be talking it. I know, but y'all know Hart is the candy popping knucklehead, man. Hart is crazy. I love Josh Hart. He's a candy popping knucklehead. That boy be popping candy like I'm popping these grapes and be talking big mess, man. Talking big mess. But I love Josh Hart. I mean, we all do, right? Josh Hart is our guy, man. Josh Hart is our guy. You know, I think I was crying laughing for at least, I would say 15 minutes. There was a clip where Josh Hart, little boy, had a towel in his hand and Jalen Brunson came and snatched the towel out of his hand and Hart ran after Jalen Brunson. I said, them cats ain't got no good sense at all, man. Oh, my God. Y'all saw it? I think at least 15 minutes I was laughing behind that. Just watching him do it. Oh my gosh, him and Hart and John Brunson are out of this world crazy. I mean, Ragu is like I said, I think Ragu has all-star level talent. But he don't vibe the way those two vibe together. I mean, Ragu vibes. Don't get me wrong, but he's not like them two. Them two out of their man crazy, man. Brunson, and I could see them getting to be 70, 60 years old, and they're going to be talking about the good days, and they still going to be homies. That's the way they're going to be, man. That's how they're going to flow, man. McCall, too, but McCall is more like, they all fit now. But to me, there's a special bond between Joshua Hart and Jalen Brunson. There's a special thing between those two, man. There's something else. Oh, man. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So he took that little towel out of man's hand and ran. And Hart went after it. Oh, gosh, man. Oh, my gosh. They're crazy. Those dudes nuts, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying just now. But I loved it, man. I loved the whole thing. I remember when Thibs came to the Knicks that first summer, I was like, I can't wait to hear him barking because I knew he was going to be yelling it from the sideline. Somebody said, I hate all that yelling. I said, man, you hate it. To me, it's going to be music to my ears to hear Thibs yelling from the sidelines, and it still is. I love hearing him from the sideline. I'd be like, go on, Thibs, talk that mess to him. Boy, tell them what they need to be doing. That's what I'm saying. That's my man. Yeah. You know what, Jabroni Z, you and me think alike, man. That whole pink fur blonde stuff, man. And you know what's killing me? You know, don't get me started because then Dio or somebody gonna tell me I need to get back on point. No Joe gonna tell me come back to the Knicks, right? But I gotta tell y'all, man, I'm not into men wearing pearls, man. Like pearls is for Lois Lane. You understand what I'm saying? Pearls ain't for no dude to be wearing. What the hell you wearing pearls? What the hell is that? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dio, you see what I'm saying? How you gonna be putting pearls is for Lois Lane, man. Pearls is for Kerry Washington. Pearls is something like that. You know, dudes don't be wearing no pearls. Ugh. I'm sorry, I just can't get into it, man. I just can't get into it. I can't be doing that, man. Okay. My wife should wear pearls. I was telling her the other day. We was talking about pearls. I said, yeah. She's like, well, I want this one. I said, no, we get this one. But we were talking about pearls for the wife. Not for Kuzma. We wearing no damn pearls. Not even Ishmaelites wore pearls around their neck. Ugh. Anyway. So anyway, back on top. Brunson, the starting five. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I think they played 20 minutes today. I don't think anybody in the starting five goes above 25. What y'all think? What y'all think? I think the starting five stays 25 or less. And I think 20 is more closer to it. More closer to mark. I know, LB, you right. Baggy clothes, at least they had them up over their butt cheeks. And, at least they wasn't showing they, Right. JB in Towns is a deadly joke. No chill zone is right. This is the thing. Y'all know it was a tragedy when we got Derrick Rose the first time when Phil Jackson got him. And they didn't do no pick and rolls. Like they was running the triangle with the greatest pick and roll point guard of his generation, in my opinion, and Derrick Rose. And they were running triangle. So when you get pick and roll, you got guys like, Stephon Marbury, right? Stephon Marbury was a pick and roll master, right? There are guys that can run pick and roll, and then there are guys that could do some pick and roll on you. Like you could know it's coming, and you can't do nothing about it. It's coming. Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson in the pick and roll, shit, man, they can know it's coming and can't do nothing about it. That's what I'm saying. They can know it's coming and can't do nothing about it. That's all I'm saying. They can know it's coming. Oh, here comes the pick and roll. What you going to do about it? You're giving up this bat. You better hope we miss. That's your only hope. You better hope we miss because you can't stop it. Oh my God. But it depends on who's running it. And pick and roll is a classic, basketball play. But I'm saying that if you got guys that have that talent, like a Cat and Brunson together, that's like an all-star pick and roll, right? Like that's like, okay, you got Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, right? Or you got, that's an all-star pick and roll. A guy that can shoot the rock, sort of like the Joker, right? The Joker with his name? The point guard over there in Denver. The Joker with Denver's point guard. That's another one. You know what I'm saying? Murray, right? Jamal Murray. That's what I'm saying. Stockton and Malone. That's right. So Stockton Malone is a really good. Stockton Malone, arguably, right? The best pick and roll combination that ever played in the NBA. But they just couldn't put the rest of the team together, right? They couldn't get over the top of Jordan and them. But the Knicks can. The Knicks can. That's one of the reasons that even though KP only played 57 games last year, they were really good. That pick and roll with him and either Jrue Holiday or the other kid, Jarek White, deadly. Well, guess what? The Knicks now have that. Yeah, Stockton and Malone. I mean, they never won a championship because they never had the rest of the team the way they needed, right? But they were probably, arguably, I mean, you can make an argument that they were probably the most deadly pick and roll combination the NBA has ever seen, those two guys. I mean, that was a classic case of you knew exactly what they were going to do, and there was nothing you could do about it. You knew exactly what they were going to do, and there was nothing you could do about it. That play was coming, okay? And until you stop it, they're going to keep coming, okay? That was that. But, Brunson and Cat is that. Would you all agree? Brunson and Cat is that. That's them. That's them. Brunson and Cat is that. Brunson and Cat is that. Yeah, Dio, I find it disrespectful, don't you? We're not, and right, and what we're actually talking about. See, no chill zone. See, I'm talking about Brunson and Cat. Is somebody trying to bring up Colin? No chill zone. You heard what I said? You heard it? Exact. Jabroni Z. I'm trying to say. And I hate to say it, but maybe I don't hate to say it. I think a lot of this push is from the media because they like that great white hope. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Kolek can't play. I think the boy can play next year. But people into that great white hope. They be hyping that gray area. That's good for 15 points on the voting scale right there. I'm just saying. The great white hope. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the boy can't play. But when you're a white boy coming into the NBA and you can ball a little bit, they're gonna hype you. They're gonna hype you. And unfortunately, there's people that catch the vapors with the hype and they want to sound smart. So they catch the vapors on the hype and say, yeah, Kolek. You mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't white. He ain't white chocolate. Let me come on, baby. You know what I'm saying, right? I'm just saying he ain't white chocolate, though. That would be disrespectful even to try to say he white chocolate. Now, hate? Well, let's break down. Can I retort, nostalgic Knicks? Can I retort? As Samuel Jackson would say, can I retort? He says we're giving Kolek hate. I don't think we're giving him hate. I think we're trying to be fair and balanced. I think we're trying to give respect to John Stockton. I think we're trying to respect guys like Steve Nash. I think we're respecting people. I think we're respecting people that deserve respect versus people that ain't proven crap in the league yet. That's all I'm saying. I think that's what we're doing, right? I don't think we hating on the young boy. Are we hating on the boy? I don't think we are. I'm thinking we just saying the boy got to prove himself in the league. He got to have his turn. He got to wait his turn. That's all we saying. Right. Thank you, D.O. We giving the sober DL on the situation. Where we going? Anyway, would you decide?
I'll give you a couple of choices.
I thought we were going to Mexico.
We can.
All right. I want to drive the rental car because I got to put gas in it.
I left my car out. I thought I was driving. I'll put it back in.
All right, yeah, because they left it on E. I'll get it to the stupid airport. Anyway, listen, y'all. We gotta go. We getting ready to go get Mexican, right? We getting something.
We've never had Mexican.
Not here. We getting ready to go get Mexican or something.
Feel like it.
Yeah, I told
starving.
you. Oh yeah. You see, these grapes are good, man. I ain't gonna front. The banana's already
We're
gone.
getting shishito peppers.
Oh, now we get the Mexican place. All right. I know she's hungry. You can't deal with no privilege check when she wants something. But she gonna get her stuff. She gonna get her stuff. You know what I mean? So anyway, if you know Connecticut, nice 1718, you know Connecticut. My girl is classic Connecticut. It's Connecticut, right? Classic Connecticut. Hey, y'all know like the UConn, when UConn men is doing all that, the type of people that come out to support the UConn Huskies, that's that classic Connecticut stuff. Right. Russell Lee, you understand? It's the Connecticut thing, man. They think so anyway. CEO, they think so. I mean, they think so. That's all I'm telling you, but certain people, you know me. So it is what it is. You know, so it is what it is. So listen, let me go get this food so I can come back and watch the game. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Let me come back and watch the game. But yo, I think I'm gonna go live so you can see my boy Ron before we do that. I'm gonna, my man Nostalgic Nick, he's swinging on that nutsack. He got the vapors thick in his nose, boy. You're gonna be all right though, bro. We're gonna keep you in prayer, Nostalgic Nick. We'll keep you in prayer, man. We'll keep you in prayer, bro. My man swinging hard on them nuts, man. He's swinging hard on the walnuts, man. You can't tell him nothing. He's the new Gumby of Kolek. I told one dude, he must be your client or something. You swinging so hard on that trapeze, bro. He must be your client. Damn. All right. I hope he get his contract. Well, he got his contract anyway. So anyway. Y'all enjoy, man. Be safe out there. Let's get this Knicks win and nobody get hurt. Shalom.